Okay, so hello everyone here. So today here we have Sky Lim, founder of Faves Asia. So Faves Asia is like one-stop platform that brings together all the hottest things in Asia when it comes to personalities, selfies, food, places and stuff. You really share about your story, who you are, what you do, and what's your startup about.
I think with proper execution, where I actually get people to sign up and upload their photos on their own, that's where we can even go further. So I started with getting personalities, people to sign up on the platform, and actually I compare them just by looks. I want people to start getting used to the comparison model. Now we are actually expanding into other categories where you don't just compare places, we compare food, we compare fashion, we compare parties and stuff, and events and stuff.
When it comes to marketing, finding traffic, finding exposure for your business, one problem many startups face is that they don't know which channel is the best strategy. What do you think is the key things that startups should take note if they want to to go down this channel and use it for their business?
Yeah, the biggest flaw in all this traditional advertising channel is this thing called the ad blindness. Every consumer, we are bombarded with hundreds of advertisements every day. So influencer marketing is one of the most effective advertising ways to reach out to consumers. We engage influencers, or we call them opinion leaders, to do shout out for brands and or even for products. People tend to pay more attention to what they write, what they post, what they say, compared to what brands themselves they say. Influencers marketing has been around for very long. I mean, it's established since Xiaxue era and stuff. I mean, it's really an ongoing thing. So what Faves, how we are so quite different. Our influencers are not as established yet compared to other influencers, the more established influencers and bloggers, YouTubers, but I would call them the rising personalities. They don't have 100k followers, they have 10k followers. The very good thing about all these rising influencers is that they are not signed to any agency yet. I mean, the established ones are already signed to the big players, but so over here, firstly, they are not signed yet. Secondly, they have not done a lot of product endorsements yet. So the budget-wise is more friendly when it comes to brands, engagements, or so got to shout out for our product or take photos with our product, compared to just your brand pushing on your own. It's just like putting a face onto your brand. If your website or your app doesn't really have some ambassadors, I would say, it doesn't look as attractive. So engaging influencers is not just about reaching out, it's about branding. There's a voice to your product.
Where can startups or business owners draw that line between getting to build a relationship with the influencers and yet not make it seem like they're just pushing products out for the sake of it?
Firstly, it's about the captions. It's about a certain way how the caption is written for the post. If example, you write a very long explanation about the product, or even you write very intentionally, of course it would seem like it's very pushy. It seems very sponsored. Secondly, it's how the photo is taken. If today, right, let's say I'm promoting an app or I'm promoting a product and I just selfie with it and I write, oh, blah blah blah, check out this thing, right? It's obviously it's intentional, it's correct. But if like it's a very lifestyle shot, for example, it put that like, okay, I'm using my laptop. Someone like probably like the photo, it's about me using a laptop. There is still a bit of blindness when it comes to seeing people posting about products. And let's say right now we are promoting a book, or maybe an ad that's about education, for example. So instead of just getting the influencer to post with, let's say, the book itself or the app itself, just like that, and say, oh, check out the app. So instead of that, what I will do is to ask the influencer to wear a super big gig spec, looks cute, something creative. That firstly catch attention on social media. Secondly, I'll get her to hold textbook on one hand and pretend that she's throwing away the textbook, and then
in the moment you catch that
moment. Correct. So if you are creative, right, people won't find it intentional.
What do you think is another big mistake that many brands and startups do when it comes to influencer marketing?
Another thing is probably the lack of interaction with those people that engage with with
the
the viewer that actually engage with hosts. I give you an example. So, since we were at this new restaurant that opened at Clarke Quay, so VLV they actually like hosted us with food and drinks. The good thing that they did correctly was after so-called our influencers post about photos taken at their restaurant, they commented. They made the effort to comment like, hey, thanks for coming, thanks for coming, great to see you, and stuff. And this is something that's good because it's an interaction other than depending on the influencers posting, but because when you comment it, when their followers, the influencers followers actually see their post, they will get to see VLV, the brand itself commenting. That's when there's a bit more interaction, and when there's a bit more interaction, right, you drive more traffic.
If you want to learn more about influencer marketing and how you can get more evangelists for your company, how can you link up with Sky on social media?
As I mentioned, our website is www.favesasia.com, and you can reach us at our email info@favesasia.com, or you can also check our Instagram page, which is faves.asia. If not, you can reach me directly. You can find out my LinkedIn, Skylin.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or to Sky, and we'll get it sorted.
Cool.
Okay? Yeah, thanks so much. Thank you, Sky, for your time today.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Tony, for your
Thank
time.
you.
And thanks everyone for your time watching this.